Hello everyone and welcome to the Multimediale Werkzeug Seminar 0. This seminar is very simple. There is no task. You just need to run it, run all the cells. We will just check your configuration and your environment. So our student Jimi Hendrix, he is a maestro of configuration and he will guide you through this seminar 0 and how he configured his system. So here we are at the Jimi Hendrix home folder. At this point, he has his Ubuntu running. He installed Anaconda. He installed the Nextcloud desktop client following the instructions from the introduction material. And now he will start doing his final configuration and solving Seminar 0. So first, he will create a new folder and he will call it Multimediale Seminars. Inside this folder, he will create another folder, and this will be the TUI Exchange folder. And inside this Exchange folder, he will create another folder called MMV. Then he will go back here to his Multimediale Seminars, and now he will sync this folder that he created to be a shared folder with the materials from the Nextcloud. So Jimmy has his TU Exchange, and inside he has this MMV, it's empty. So he will start the Nextcloud desktop. If you don't know how to find it, you can go here. If you're using this version of Ubuntu, then you click on Nextcloud desktop. Then here you can go to settings, and we are here. So now Jimmy will add a folder sync connection, and he will choose this folder that he just created. So TU Seminars, TU Exchange, MMV, open, and he goes next. Here are all his folders on the Nextcloud. It can be his own folders, but it also can be the shared folders that other people shared with you. In my case, I shared the SS 2022 seminars, the Exchange, and here there are the seminars. So for video coding, for multi-rate, and for Multimediale Werkzeug. So you will click here, then you click on next, then you add sync connection, and it's synchronizing. So it's already synchronized, and we can see that now inside the TU Exchange MMV we have these two folders and this NBGrader config. So this is your shared folder. You should not do anything here. NBGrader will work with this shared folder. It will fetch from this folder and copy to your working directory, and when you submit it will copy from your working directory here to the correct places. You should not create files here, you should not create folder. The only thing what you need to do is you're going to copy this. So I'm pressing Ctrl+C. I'm going back to the TU Multimediale Seminars, and now I'm creating a new folder that is going to be called MMV Seminars. And this is my working folder. Inside this MMV Seminars, I will copy this configuration file, and now I will add this configuration file so it points to our Exchange folder. So we go here, now we add it here. So this is the MMV, this is the course ID, this is what NBGrader is looking for. Here you need to put your matricle number. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you should put yours. Jimmy would put his is Jimmy 6927, and here you need to put the path to your Exchange folder. So in the case of Jimi Hendrix, it is home, Jimi Hendrix, then it is, let's see, TUI Seminars, TUI Seminars, TUI Exchange, and inside this Exchange there is this MMV. So NBGrader will look for this MMV inside this Exchange. So now we will save. We can close it. Now Jimmy wants to create a Python environment so he can work on the MMV seminars. He decided to use Conda, so he will go here, he will start a terminal. So let's make it bigger so you can see better. We can see here he configured that when he opens the terminal it already activates his base Conda environment, but he could do Conda deactivate. So now he's back to his main system. He could do conda info env that would list all the Conda environments that he has. So Jimmy is already taking multi-rate signal processing seminars and video coding seminars. So he created a Conda environment for all the seminars, and now he wants to create one for MMV as well. So what he will do is that he will do Anaconda Navigator. Oh, first he needs to activate. So he goes to his Conda base environment. Now he do Anaconda Navigator, and this will open a GUI so we can configure environments. It's also possible to do everything using the command line. This is how I explain in video coding and on multi-rate signal processing, but just to be different, let's do it with Anaconda Navigator for the MMV seminars. Our Anaconda Navigator started. We go to environments, and here we will create MMV seminars, and I will decide to use Python 3.8. Then I will create this environment, and Conda is creating an environment and downloading what is necessary for this environment, and then we can start adding packages, Python modules to this environment. So our environment is ready. This is everything what is already installed, but we will go here to the not installed. First we will add in the channels, we will add conda-forge. So this is where Conda fetches a lot of interesting packages that they are not in the default. So we have here our conda-forge. We can update the channels. So channels are updated. So now we can start installing. So we want to install Jupyter. We want to install NBGrader. We will install some popular libraries that we use all the time, which is NumPy. NumPy is here. We will also add SciPy. So SciPy is here. We will add Matplotlib. Matplotlib here. So let's start with this, and then you go here and apply. So Conda is checking for package specifications, checking for conflicts of versions. So now Conda decided that to install from the what we selected these versions from these channels. So let's apply, and Conda is starting to install the packages, and this may take a while as Conda is going to the right places, downloading, extracting, then installing in your MMV seminars environment. So Conda has finished to install. If we go back here to installed, we will see Matplotlib, we will see the NumPy, we will see the SciPy, we will see Jupyter, we will see NBGrader. So we are ready to start with Seminar 0. So what we will do now, we will go to this button here, and we will open a terminal. Here we will have a terminal, and we are already on the MMV Seminars Conda environment. So what we need to do is need to cd into our TU Humanal Seminars. There we need to go to our MMV Seminars. So here we are at the point where we have this NBGrader config, and now we can start Jupyter Notebook. So the Jupyter Notebook opens in our browser. We have here assignments, courses, form grader. These are from NB Grader. If you don't install NB Grader, you will not see this. When we go to assignments, we see that there are a course called MMV, and there is a released assignment called Seminar 0, and you can fetch. So now if you fetch, NB Grader will go to the shared folder. It will download the Seminar 0 and you'll put in your working folder. So you don't need to worry about this. You can forget the shared folder by now. So you just fetch it. So now if we go here, we go to our MMV seminars. This is our working folder and we have here Seminar 0. If we click here, then you will open Seminar 0. And here you can start working to solve Seminar 0 assignment. We see here that it's not trusted, so you can go and trust it. So for example, sometimes if it's not trusted, it will not display some JavaScript or some HTML content. So maybe there will be an embedded video here, and if it's not trusted, you'll not be able to see. But when you trust it, now you can run all the cells. So as I mentioned, Seminar 0 is just to check the configuration. Just perform this test here to see if everything is working fine. So we run the cells. There is a problem. So Jimi Hendrix is installed NumPy, Jimi Hendrix installed SciPy, Matplotlib, but here there is Flask, and Jimi Hendrix didn't install Flask, so there's an import error. Check if the library is installed, no module named Flask. So Jimi needs to install Flask to complete this seminar. So he can go back here, goes to Files, start a new terminal. Terminal is started, but it's in the wrong environment. So Jimi needs to activate with conda activate MMV seminars. Now he's in the correct environment. Doesn't matter now where he is in terms of folders, because he will just install a package. He could do it going back to the NB Grader, not installed, and then look for Flask, and then he would install Flask from here, or he is there in the terminal from inside Jupyter Notebook, and he can do conda install -c. So we are selecting channel conda-forge, and he will install Flask. So I just showed how to do some installation using the terminal, but you also can install from the Anaconda Navigator. So the following packages will be downloaded. Let's proceed. Yes. Okay, everything is fine. So we can go back to our seminar and we'll try to run again. Oh, congratulations, all packages are installed. So this is Seminar 0. You succeeded. You can go save and you can close. We are not going to need this terminal for now. You can go back here to assignments. Now you are ready to submit. So if you press this button, you are submitting, and there is a submitted assignment for Seminar 0 with this timestamp. So now when I collect the assignments, I will collect this assignment, I can grade it, and I can generate a feedback. So Jimi can close this. Let's close this also. So Jimi is waiting for next assignments or for next feedbacks. So another day, he just starts over. He's in his correct conda environment. He's in his correct folder, and he starts Jupyter Notebook. So he goes to his assignment, and now there's a feedback available to fetch. So he can fetch this feedback, and he can view this feedback. Just have in mind that not all seminars will have this kind of feedback. Some will have, some not. If you don't have this kind of feedback, I will give you some other kind of feedback. So I will tell you what went wrong, what's your grade, without this HTML page. So that's it for today. Jimi configured everything and he submitted successfully his seminar. So I'll see you next time.